So how did the track list for the album come about? Did you guys write the opener be the opener, closer be the closer, shuffle and see what fits? What was that process like?
It was kind of like a shuffle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um, well, Brady, were you gonna say something?
Well, there was just a lot of like even Found My Flame originally, we wanted that to be like an opener on an EP. It wasn't even going to be the album.
Oh, that's another thing. Yeah.
Yeah, so there was just like a lot of stuff like that where,
Yeah.
We went into the studio wanting to do two 4-song EPs. Um, and then it ended up becoming a 10-song album instead. So
Yeah.
yeah, uh well so the ninth song, Unraveling, is an instrumental, and it's like a weird kind of slower, messed up version of the bridge of Cherish.
Mhm.
Um, and that was actually at the end of Cherish, like the audio file or whatever. And then we just cut it off the tail end of Cherish, and Cherish ends how it ends now, with like this big like build up and then like a hard cut, and then Circle the Room starts. But Unraveling, the ninth song, became, we just took it and like put it,
Gotcha.
at the end of the record. And then same with Losing Youth, the sixth song. I think it's the sixth track. I don't know. It's in between Wing and Memento.
yeah.
That was also kind of like, that wasn't going to be its own song. It was just going to be at the end. It was going to be a really long outro at the end of Wing. But then just the decision was made to um, make it its own little, like, you know, interlude type of track or whatever. So we butted heads a little bit with the ordering of the
Yeah.
track and stuff, but like you said, I think Flame was meant to be like an intro of sorts, but uh yeah, I don't know how we ended up. It feels very correct now that it's like settled, because we decided the track list probably like over a year ago now. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, it feels very correct now.
But there
However, we
was a lot of back and forth for
there
sure.
was a hella back and forth. Yeah, we are the most indecisive people. So
Wow.
yeah,
So you said you've had the track list sorted for a year?
just about. Yeah, I think it's been over a year,
Yeah,
right?
over a year now.
God damn. So how long have you had like everything mixed mastered done in
Yes.
hand?
Walk us through the process. When the writing process start? When did you record?
Yeah,
When did you get the
yeah.
The
masters?
timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, yeah, we recorded in July of 2023. Um,
Yeah.
Okay.
so
Over a year ago.
Yeah.
yeah, over a year and a half ago now.
Mhm.
And when did we get? Oh yeah, how could I forget? We got the first mixes back. Um, Safe bet. We were both driving to Michigan to play Excellency as Safe bet.
Mhm.
And Brett sent us the first mix, like
Right
as,
before we got to
as
the hotel.
right before we got to the hotel, and we were driving separately. Um, we were driving separately, and I got to the hotel first, and then Brady got to the hotel, and we had just been sent the mixes like 20 minutes prior, and we were both en route. Like you got there what, like 3 minutes after us,
Yeah.
and you you and Val walked in, and I was like, "Did you listen?" Or like you said that, and we were both like, "Yeah." Like it was very like just funny timing, but yeah,
Yeah.
we got the first mix in August of 23.
Mhm.
And then I think probably well, the first circle came out
In December.
December. So yeah, we got the masters back by December
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
of 23. But the other part of your question, the like the whole writing process and stuff, everything, we've been jamming since when?
Like 20,
Two?
either the end of 21 or the beginning of 22.
Beginning of 22.
Yeah.
Like I meant like what? I guess the month doesn't matter. It was like March or April, or I think February.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, we've been kind of like crafting the songs, or we had been, I guess, crafting the songs from like the beginning of 22, pretty much until we went to the studio in July of last year.
Mhm.
And there were so many, we had so many songs that we like scrapped and like revamped and, all of that stuff. And we ended up with, I think we went to Brett with 9 songs.
Yeah, that was then one of them got
We got,
scrapped.
but we're not cutting it.
No, it's coming back, but it's just
It'll
not.
come back. But yeah,
Go
so
back.
yeah, I think it was like about a year-ish long process of like crafting the songs together in a room
Yeah.
organic. Yeah.
Gotcha. And
Heard.
obviously you went in the studio with this idea of 2 EPs and came out with a record. Was it because like these interludes kind of took shape and you realized like that you wanted to chop ends off of certain songs and create interludes out of them that created the full record? Or was there a conscious decision in the studio where like, fuck that idea, we're making an album now?
I think before we went to record, we like I think I would drop. I would call it a record, and then Gino would be like, "No, it's gonna be 2 EPs." And then on our way there, we went to a Heart Attack Man show,
Mhm.
and Tyler
Right.
Albertson he's playing with them, and we were
Oh.
talking to him like before they played, and we were just talking about going to the barbershop, and he was like, "No, you guys, this is a record. You guys have to make a record."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
he kept saying that, and then just while we were there, we are like, I guess this is a record now.
Yeah, Brett
Yeah.
just like, I remember Brett telling us that we were making a record.
Yeah.
Like we didn't have a choice really. Like he
Yeah.
was just like, no, we're doing a record. I make records.
Yeah.
I don't make
Yeah.
songs.
I don't make
Yeah.
4-song EPs.
Yeah, yeah.
What
Like,
the fuck
and
are you
which
saying?
like he does, like he can, but
Yeah.
like yeah, he wanted to turn it into like a record, I guess, and that was. I just had my whole thing with making a record was just like, okay, like we're just a brand new band putting out an LP. You know how stupid that is in today's musical climate? Like, well, usually it is. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just safer, quote unquote, to like, the streaming model is fucked up. Like, it's better
Oh
to
my
just
God,
put out
yeah.
a single every week, and
Mhm.
So that I was coming at it from a place of like giving each song its chance to like, mesh into the algorithm and shit. And it sucks that that's how like I was approaching it, like
Mhm.
allowing that to like alter my decision of like how the art should be presented, I guess, if that makes sense. But it ended up being a record anyway, so that's cool. And now we're like strictly like me and Brady always joke like we're a record band. We're only gonna do records.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'm so sorry if you guys can hear my cat scurrying
No.
around.
No, I kind of wish we could, 'cause that's fucking awesome. I love cats.
She's going
Big fan.
crazy, jumping all everywhere. What are you doing?
Crazy.
But yeah,